Well, good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to Grumpy Old Git in the Corner on a glorious cloudless Friday here. Hopefully that'll extend into the weekend. But being a Friday, I suppose I'd better have a bit of a rant, hadn't I? Now, there's so much to choose from, it's unbelievable. Now, do you remember when Comrade Starmer said this?
We've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time. Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens, and we don't, and that's absolutely right. But
Yep. Lied to everybody in the world. But to show how much free speech we have got, you only have to look at BitChute. Basically, they're cutting off its UK users by shutting down video sharing in this country. You can still post, apparently. I haven't tried, but nobody in the UK will be able to see it. You know, and to me, with what they say, they bowed to government threats of legal action, financial action. You know, this is what you get when you sign into BitChute. That's where the free speech has gone. You know, these people that are bowing to this idiot and this absolutely ridiculous government. But I do use BitChute. I won't be from now on. It's pointless, as most of my videos, as you know, are targeted at the British audience, the people here in this country, the ones that are suffering. So there's no point me staying with them. So I'm out of there. Thank you, Starmer. That's another lot you fucked up. But the main story this week was on the grooming gangs, I suppose, wasn't it, really? And we got it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. She said there will be no grooming gangs inquiry. And this was affirmed by the channel taxi service manager, I would call her. There were going to be 5, I think it was, local inquiries, but they've been put on hold. And the bullshit excuse they're giving for this is they're going to restructure the inquiries. Yeah, right. Well, we know what that fucking means, don't we? They'll be put off for a few months while they can cover up their bullshit, cover up a lot of the evidence. You know, remember Telford? They had 40 years of evidence there. But, yeah, restructuring, my arse. It's simply so they can hide and control the outcome of any inquiry that is done, no matter what level. They are so deep into this, and they know if everything came out, it would absolutely fucking destroy them and the police. You know, there's been Yorkshire police being arrested now over stuff that these gangs were doing. Met officers have been arrested for rape. It just shows how far they will bend a knee to try and keep the Muslim vote. You know, they will go as far as destroying thousands of young girls' lives. And they have been destroyed by these gangs, along with a lot of the families. You know, it's disgusting. Yeah, we're worth nothing to them. All we're good for is our tax dollar, or pound in our case. And that's what makes it even more concerning. They're more interested in the money than people's lives. They've shown this over and over again. And this isn't just Labour. The Tories are involved in all this shit and cover-ups as well. So, but it just affirms to me that they have a way in mind of cancelling the next general election, because they know fucking well they're never going to win one. Not with what they're doing now. Too many people have turned. They've turned against them. You know, this madness needs to fucking stop. And it was reported, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that the prisons are overflowing again. So they're going to look at releasing some more dangerous prisoners on the streets. Well, if you want space, you know, free the political prisoners you've got. That would free up quite a bit of space, to be honest, I'd have thought. But they're looking at reducing sentences after they failed with their two-tier justice system, which would mean that there are paedophiles, there are rapists, there are people that are quite happily stab people that won't be jailed for their crimes. We already see it with the two-tier in there, don't we? You know, rapists being allowed out on licence, not even seeing the inside of a jail cell. Yeah, we're literally down to... Yeah, they're blaming the thing on the Islamic gangs in prison. The screws are saying they don't feel safe. The gangs are more or less taking over in the prisons. So basically we've got Islamic gangs running prisons, and we've got lunatics running the asylum out here. What could go fucking wrong? They haven't got a clue. Anyway guys, I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down because it's well up again. It looks like the weekend could be quite nice. You got the nice big new moon coming up tomorrow night, if the skies are clear. So please enjoy the coming weekend. But as always, whatever you do, stay safe, stay strong, and stay free from the bullshit. Fight back any way you can. Respects, guys.